Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. I'm Lisa and I'm coming to you from Michigan. This is episode, oh no, I didn't write it down. This is going real well. 288. I would write that down. Episode 288. And this is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crochet, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. I have my coffee in my Swifty mug, pumpkin spice creamer. The last couple times I went to the grocery store, the pumpkin spice creamer is gone, so that might be it. Whatever's in my fridge, that's what's it. And I think it's either 4 or 5 bottles in my fridge. Probably 4, maybe 5. I don't know, somewhere around there. And today is January 3rd, 2025. And it is 9:05 a.m. Friday. I have 1 finished object and 4 whips. And yeah, we're going to talk about my sock whips. I think I overdid it. I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed. I'm trying to take deep breaths. It'll be okay. But I think 3 sock whips is too many for me. We'll see. I got my Freckled Whimsy Yarn of the Month Club in the mail yesterday. I'm not going to show it, but I really, really want to cast it on. It's beautiful. So I might try to finish 1, maybe 2 before I cast that on. Yeah, I will have all the show notes right down there in the description box. I'll have links to where you can find me. I'm most active on Instagram. I have my Ravelry group down there. I did not pick winners yet. I locked the threads. I did not pick winners. Hopefully I will do that next week. And I think I decided I'm not going to do the year-long sock knit along. I'm just not feeling it. But I think I will do the knit all the stripes in the summer. I think I'm going to do that. Because I've been doing that for a while and I think I can handle a 3-month knit along. The year-long ones don't really work for me. So that is the plan. So like June 1st, I'll probably do the knit all the stripes. All right. I'll also have all my whips, project pages, Ravelry project pages down there. All the links to bags, patterns, yarns, all that good stuff will be right down there. All right, before we get started, we need to go over my stats because I am excited. Yes. My year-long stats. All right, I guess first we'll go with my December in and out grams. I don't know if this is accurate. I kind of lost track, but this is what we're going with. 450 grams in, 813 grams out. Pretty good. I knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs of socks. I believe these were all fingering weight. No DK, nope. I knit 2 gnomes and I did 25 squares in my Cozy Memories fingering weight blanket. And I did 24 squares in my DK weight Cozy Memories blanket. Yep, 7 pairs of socks. It's pretty good. Ooh, I'm just looking. We're good. So I am still going to be doing this version of my grams in and out. I will be continuing to do that. I will also be I took inventory of all my yarn. I think I talked about that last week. Well, we had a little blip in that. Just a little. It's okay. I think December 31st, I don't know which day was that. Was that Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. My kids wanted to go to Joann's. They had gift cards, so they spent a little of their gift card money, and I'm like, I need to get some skeins for my dad's slippers. I had 3 skeins in my stash, and I'm like, I made him 7 pairs this winter, Christmas. So I might make him 6 pairs, so I'm like, I need to, you know, get some more of that. So I bought, I think they were on sale, so I bought 6 skeins. It's okay. And then my friend Amy from Happy Little Yarn, she always sends me yarn to make her socks for the year. And she went overboard this time, and I'm fine with that. It's okay, Amy, I'm not mad. I have enough yarn for her for the rest of the year. So I think it was like 15 skeins that she sent me. So that added into the stash. And then my Freckled Whimsy Clubs came yesterday, and those came in the stash. So I think I'm up to 271 skeins now. I think last time I said 248, but yeah, it's okay. I will be keeping track of skeins in and out of my stash also. And I will be talking about all of my stats in my monthly episodes. I think we're gonna go with Stash Tales. I think that's kind of cute. T-A-L-E-S. Tales? Stash Tales 2025. It's happening. So in those episodes, I will go over all of my finished objects for the month, all of the stash that came into my house for that month, and all of the numbers, the grams in and out. So how many skeins am I at for my total for, you know, it'll be a running total. So I'll say I started with 271, and then the end of January, I ended up at whatever. I did add all of the skeins that Amy sent me. I think I'm going to add all of the skeins for, if they are gifted to me, I'm just going to add them. Because if I use them, I want to use them for grams out. If they are a gift yarn, I'm not going to add it to my grams in column spreadsheet, because that column I'm going to keep track of how much skeins I am purchasing, or minis that I'm purchasing, advents. So that's how that is going to go. I don't know, that might seem confusing, but that's how my brain works, and that's what we're going to go with. So I'm hoping those episodes will be shorter, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so that is the December stats, and that is the Stash Tales. The first episode will probably be, depending on where I'm at with my finished objects, it might be the 1st of February. It might be, you know, the last day of January. I don't know. We will see. All right, so that's that. Okay, now total grams. Do you want to do grams first? Let's do grams first. So I made this little sticky note. So I used 15,954 grams in my stash in 2024. That equals to about 159 skeins, almost 160 skeins out of my stash. Grams added 9,463, which is about 94 skeins. And I ended the year at a negative of 6,491. I'm reading this backwards. I hope I'm doing a good job. I know it's accurate for you. But, so I did it. I used more than I added, which is good. But that 9,000 was that was higher than last year. I think last year I added like 7,000. Do I have that in my notebook here? I think I did. I remember reading it at one point. Yes. So last year, or not last year, 2023, I added 7,850 grams, which is about 78.5 skeins. This time I added about 94 skeins. It's okay. For 2023, grams out, 11,557, which is about 115 skeins. So, yeah, that's that. So I did buy a little bit more, but I used more, so I don't know. It's fine. I am in the negative, and that's what I wanted to be. So, all right, now items that I've made in 2024. Sorry if this is boring for you guys. I'm trying to hold this so you can read it. So I knit 90 pairs of socks. I'm pretty sure last, like 2023, it was like 72. So that was a big jump. Stuffed animals, 8. That was the new item that I learned to knit in 2024, was to knit stuffies. I've done crochet ones, never done any knitted ones. I made 3 of those chickens. I made 3 of those little baby chickens, but that's crochet. And then I knit 2 gnomes. I made 8 coasters. I did 7 crochet slippers for my dad. I did 4 crochet baskets, 4 hats. I'm pretty sure all of those were muscle burras. Pretty sure. I can't read my handwriting. Shawls. I can't read that one backwards. Shawls. I did 3 of those. 1 project bag, and I finished 1 blanket. I'm hoping this year that I can finish 2 blankets. My DK Weight Cozy Memories and my Cozy Comfort Throw. I'm hoping I can finish those this year. We will see. All right, that's all the numbers. We're done with numbers. Hopefully that wasn't too boring for you. In the future, all of the numbers will be in the Stash Tales episodes. I won't be going over the numbers on my regular episodes. Also will not be showing stash acquisitions in my regular episodes for 2025. Because I don't want to repeat myself. And I'm hoping that I don't buy that much. Okay. Finish object. One and only. Oh, I love these so much. And I need to know when I've started and finished these. I got 2 notebooks going because I started a new one for my grams in and out. All right, I started these December 26th and finished them December 31st. So these were, I finished these right at the wire. So this is pair 90 for 2024. Oh, look at these. These are my Ruby and Roses minis. The Merriam Bright mini set. My little yarn pillow that I bought. 14 skeins, 20 grams each. This was my 3rd and final pair of socks made out of that. So I got 2 for me. No, I got 2 for my friend. 2 were gifts, and these are for me. About halfway through these, I think probably Saturday, like the day after I recorded, I was looking at my scraps and I'm like, ooh, wait a second. I really want to put these in my blanket, in my Cozy Memories blanket. I wanted to do my DK weight one, but then I'm like, I really want a pair of socks for me. So I'm like, I'll just put them in the fingering weight one. So I paused in my middle of my sock and I wound off 5 grams. So these will be going in my blanket. Whatever's left over, I will put in a magic knot ball. So after I did that, and after I finished the socks, this is how much I had left, which is not enough to make another pair of socks. Now, if I did not want to put them in my blanket, I believe this is like 70 grams. This would have been enough to make another pair of socks. But I want them in my blanket. I really don't need 2 pairs of the same. I was gonna do like a non-matching pair, but that is what I have left. So I will put that in a magic knot ball and put it in my cozy memories, or my cozy comfort throw. Wow, all these cozy blankets. So these are the socks. I did 64 stitches. All of my socks that I'm gonna talk about, yes, they're all the same. They're all fingering weight. 64 stitches. US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. Magic loop. I did 15 rounds of knit 2, purl 2 for the cuff. And I use the Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop by the Crazy Sock Lady. So for these, I just did a random number of stripes for each one and just did the same thing. I think 5 rounds is the shortest that I've used, and the most I think is 12, which might be this one or this one. 10 or 12 was the biggest I did. So when we got towards the ends, I was getting really nervous about running out of yarn. So yep, these are for me. I absolutely love these. And here is the non-pretty side where I did not do anything for the join. Did not care, do not care. So that's the non-pretty side. But yeah, these are for me. I love them so much. I was gonna do like the cuff, heels, and toes as separate, but I had a little bit extra, so I did sprinkle them in the socks. I'm like, this is the same color as the cuff, the heel, and this is color is the same, and this and the toe are the same, but I think it works. I love it. So that is my last finished object for 2024. And those are for me. I think I said that. And my foot is falling asleep. So I don't know if I'm gonna wait until I knit all these squares in and then make a big magic knot ball of my ruby and roses and keep them together. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I really need to get my Cozy Memories blanket back out. I got my Cozy Comfort Throw back out and I couldn't stop working on it, so. Maybe on Sunday, on Scrappy Sunday, maybe I'll put a square or 2. I need to focus on the DK weight one because that one's almost done. All right, now you're ready for the sock whip train. Oh my, we have lots. I think you've seen these ones before. Still using my Christmas bag because these were my Christmas Eve cast on. This is Mountain State Stitches. And this is Night Owl Fibers. Where is it? Cozy in My Hobbit Hole. I really love these so much. They're like fall, but then they're kind of like Christmassy. And I'm doing them, I split the yarn in 2, the cake. So I'm doing them tandem. I believe I was here on one of the socks last week, and then I had a cuff done. So we have legs, we have heel flaps and heel turns and gussets. And I decided to use, this is Lolo Did It, hippos for St. Patrick's Day, I believe. I'm really sad that she doesn't have her 75-25 base anymore. It was my favorite. I do have a skein of her 85-15. But I think it's 3-ply. So I think it's like a thicker, it looks like a thicker fingering weight. So I don't know, I need to experiment with that base. We'll see. it looks different than like Yarnable or Ruby and Roses. So here we go. I'm using Chiaogoo needles, red lace, 32-inch cords. I finished both gussets yesterday. I finished both gussets, the heel flaps and the heel turns yesterday. So look at me go. I would really love to have these done by next week. I got toes left. These are going to be for me. If you're curious about all my markers, I will link a video down below. And this is Charmed and Dangerous. It's a little Hobbit door. I also watched, we'll talk about that in reading and watching, but I also started the Hobbit movies this week. And I knit on these. It was glorious. Not going to watch a movie today because those movies are long. But that is whip number 1. Sock whip number 1. Sock whip number 2. This is my New Year's Day cast on. And this is a yarn that Amy sent me. And this is a stitching plaza bag. If you can guess what kind of yarn is in there, 10 points for you. I know Amy does because I showed this, and if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen it. More Night Owl fibers. And this is Molly Weasley. Now, I don't know if she has these colorways anymore, or she named them something different. I remember, maybe it was the end of 2022, she released all of them. And I got all the ones that I didn't have because this was probably like the last time she would dye them. So I got them all. I have this colorway in my stash. So you might see this colorway again because I need to knit my Harry Potter yarn. And I am not going to be mad about knitting this colorway again because it's beautiful. Here it is all caked up. I just did one cake. I think I'm going to get these to match. So when I get to my toe, I might have to cut some out, but it's fine. I will have enough. And the mini for the heel is, I don't know. This is another Lolo Did It. Do I have the tag in here? Oh, I do. Hippo for Mom. Amy sent me these. They were like a mini set of all the baby hippos. So this is probably a very old stash. So, love it. So I'm knitting squares of my Cozy Memories, DK Weight, and then the rest I'm going to use for heels and toes. My Hobbit socks, I don't know if I'm going to use the mini for the toe. I might. These ones, I think I'm just going to do the heels. Since this is my friend's sock and I want to use all of the yarn. But look at it. Look at this. So this tan stripe is a little bit longer than all of these stripes. I love it. There we go, that's a better. Hold it straight for you. So for her socks, I did 44 rows for the leg. I usually do between 40 and 50 for her. 15 rounds of leg, 15 rounds of cuff. So I am starting on her birthday present. Her birthday's in June, so let's see how many socks I can make out of the 15 that she sent me. She did send me a bonus gain for like heels, toes, and cuffs if I want, so love it. So that's that, just the one sock. But I started this on Wednesday, and look. Her socks always seem to go by fast, but then when I get to the toe, it's like, oh my, this foot. When I get to the foot, like this foot never ends because she has a larger foot than me. So the top half of the sock goes really fast. And I usually do 80 rows for her foot. So that is that. I really love this colorway. Love it. So my Freckled Whimsy Yarn of the Month Club wasn't going to come until Saturday, but it came yesterday. So I probably should have waited to cast these on, but I got all that yarn. And I was like, ooh, I just wanted to cast it on. So I did. It's okay. The Yarn of the Month one will be for me, and I will knit it at some point. All right, and my last sock whip, another Mountain State Stitches bag. One of my favorites. I use this one all the time. So I started, when did I start these? I don't remember. I think the 28th. Like the day after I podcasted last. We're just gonna go with that. I don't know. I did cast on Regia. These are for my mom. And this is color 03783, I believe. I think I bought this at Wool and Yarn Co. Is it, what is it called? Something Wool. Is it Wool and Co? Maybe it's Wool and Co. I don't know. I don't remember. I bought it, oh, I don't remember. Or maybe I bought it on Etsy. I don't remember where I bought this. I've had it for a while. And this sock whip yesterday, I was like, oh, I don't know if I like this. And it kind of made me sad. I'm like, I know my mom is going to absolutely love these, but I was just like, ooh, I don't want to work on these. Here is the cake. It's kind of wobbly. So I decided that I'm going to do 30 minutes a day on these. After today, I kind of like, I think the stripes were kind of, they're like muddy. I don't know. Or I could just be overwhelmed by 3 sock whips. It could be that. So here is my progress. I know, I think the first I finished the cuff. So then Thursday and today I did my 30 minutes. So we're at 26 rows. That's that. I don't know what, I'm not feeling it. It might be because I want to work on other things. It might be because I have too much socks on my needles and I can't, and it's overwhelming me. I don't know. So I'm going to do 30 minutes a day until I am in a better state, and I'll probably just finish them. I know when I get really close to finishing something, it's like, okay. Or if they've been on my needles for a long time, I'm like, okay, I want to finish them. So we're just going to go with it. That's that. It's not the yarn. The feel of the yarn. I've used Regia before. I don't know, maybe it's just, I'm not sure what it is, but we're going to go with it. I'm not going to rip them out because I bought this yarn specifically for my mother because she loves blue. I know she's going to love those. So, and that is all of my sock whips. Now I'm going to show you my blanket. I worked on this every night except Monday because we were out and I was tired and I didn't want to get anything out. So this is my Cozy Comfort Throw by Molly of a Homespun House. I am using a strand of bear yarn and a strand of scrap yarn, which I made a magic knot ball. The words. I'm using a US 8, and I don't know how many stitches I cast on. I know I have a project page listed below. I think it's written down there. It's around 250, I think. I love this thing so much. Oh, it's so meditative. Now, if you don't like miles and miles of garter, I do not recommend this. But if you like miles and miles of garter, do it. So you can see my stitch marker. That's how much I did this week. Just by doing like an hour a day in the evenings. Look at that. That's a lot. And this is a Twin Mountain Handcrafts. Oop. There we go. Little coffee cup. Love it. I'm doing applied I-cord on the sides, on each side, so we do not have to pick up an I-cord border. I wish I did this with my first one. I did not. And then I saw everybody doing it and I'm like, duh! Why didn't I do it that way? So if I make this again, I'm doing it this way. I did an I-cord cast on, and then I'm slipping 3 stitches with yarn in front on every row to get that I-cord. Oh, I love this so much. So here it is. It's really hard to tear myself away from this blanket. So I don't know, I need to figure out how to work in some DK weight Cozy Memory squares because I don't want to put this down. Oh, beautiful. Love it. And when I finish these, I weighed them before I started. When I finish these, I will put them in my grams out. And I think they're about like 50-ish grams each. So I'm hoping to finish these in January. I think I can. So there is the blanket. I'm gonna move my marker. I think that's all I have to say about it. I absolutely love it. It is the best way to use up scraps. And I think this pattern was made for an advent calendar. So, I mean, you could even, you don't have to hold it, you know, with a different color, like a berry yarn. You could just hold the fingering weight together with itself if you wanted. Your stripes might be smaller, but I'm kind of loving this, like, randomness. Love it. So this is my blanket. And that's all of my whips. And we do not have any stash. Well, we have stash, but it's okay. I get billed at the 1st of every month, so for the Freckled Whimsy Clubs, so it's kind of hard to say, oh, I didn't buy any yarn this year. First thing when I wake up, oh, here's your order. And I'm like, okay, well, that lasted 3 hours. It's okay. I bought my clubs. No more yarn for the rest of the month. Knock on wood. Okay, we'll go over reading and watching. I've put reading down at the same as I always do, but I don't know if I read any of it this week. I know I read Harry Potter 4. I might have listened to some of Iron Flame. I'm still doing the tandem read for The Throne of Glass. Books 5 and 6. Empire Storms, Tower of Dawn. I want to finish those. I need to finish those. So I can move on to a different series. Actually, I think there's one more book after this. So then I can move on. I think the last book, I'm going to do audio. I think. We'll see. I know the newest Fourth Wing book is coming out like the 21st of this month, so I really need to finish Iron Flame. And then I'm going to be reading that. I'm so excited for that book. Onyx Storm, I can't wait. The cliffhanger on the Iron Flame book, oh my goodness. It kills me. It still kills me. Once I read it again, I'm like, oh my. Oh, I want that next book. I want it. So that's my reading. Watching, I haven't been watching much. My husband and I finished Killing Eve, season 2. Oh, I love that show so much. I convinced my husband. I think we watched, what was it? Upload on Freebie. I don't know. I didn't really like it. I'm like, fine, we can watch it. Hurry up and finish this season so we can go back to Killing Eve, and that's what we did. Killing Eve, season 3. We started that. We watched a couple episodes of Voyager, season 1 with my kiddos. Probably Monday? I don't know anymore. It feels like one big long weekend. I'm confused. I still don't know what day it is. My husband went back to work yesterday, so we worked Thursday and Friday, and then after that it's back to normal, I think. And my kids go back to school on Tuesday. So I'm just looking forward to Tuesday so bad. I just want to go back to normal. Everybody's home. We're always doing stuff. It's just like, I want to chill. I want to chill. So hoping on Tuesday I can do that. And I watched The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. That is the first movie. I'll probably watch the next one. I'll probably just watch one a week. And then I'm going to go to The Lord of the Rings. And then I really want to rewatch the Harry Potter movies. I've been seeing some people do that. And it's like, oh, we need to do that. So I think we're just going to go with that. We'll go with movies for a little bit because I don't have a TV show that I want to watch on my own yet. I don't know. I can go back to Supernatural. I don't know. I don't have anything. There might be a Vikings of some kind on Netflix that I haven't. A Vikings sequel, if you will. Not actual Vikings. I love the Vikings. That's so good. So my husband and I are thinking about getting Amazon Prime Video. Amazon Video? I don't know. What is it called? I don't know yet. We have to look to see if we have to get Prime to get the Prime Video, or if we can just get the video, because we do not want Amazon Prime. So we'll have to look into that. But there's some stuff on there that we want to watch. The Boys, The Expanse, the rest of the Upload series is on there. I'm sure there's some other stuff. So if you have any recommendations for Amazon TV shows that I would like to watch, put them in the comments. I'm not sure when we're getting it yet. Maybe we're going to finish Killing Eve before we do that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to convince my husband to finish the last season after 3. It's like, oh, I love that show so much. And he's like, you need to chill. And I'm like, hey, you need to chill. I'm surprised I never even watched that at all. I've heard of it and I'm like, nah. I'm like, what? So that's it for reading and watching. Life stuff. I sprinkled that in there a little bit. Ready for some normalcy. We're going to take down our Christmas tree probably tomorrow. Makes me sad, but at the same time, I think I'm done. I just like having the lights up. I like having the lights on at night. It just makes it feel all cozy. So I think the tree's coming down. I like to at least wait until after the 1st. And it's been up, I don't know when I put it up, middle of November. So it's probably time. Time to take down the tree. Feeling overwhelmed with my sock whips. We'll see what happens if I finish one. I'm going to focus. I think I'm just going to focus on those whips. If I finish one and I get almost done with like a second pair, then I might cast on another one. We'll see. I'm trying to like focus on gift knitting right now, but that Freckled Whimsy yarn of the month, I need to knit that for me. I can't wait to show you guys. It's beautiful. I also got the Halloween one. I will save that for Halloween time probably. Yeah, my bins over here are stuffed. I can't fit any more in there. I have a basket where I'm gonna finish after I record all my regular episodes. I'm gonna put my finished objects in and all of my stash in, so I'll have a basket. So I got a plan for that. Yeah, I'm excited for my stash tales. I can't wait. All right, I think that's it. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a nice New Year's. I can't believe 2025. It always seems weird, like when a new year hits and it's like 2025. That just sounds weird and not possible at the same time. Then once you get in the middle, it's like, okay, yep, it's 2025 now. If you have any like knitting goals or stash goals or anything like that, let me know in the comments. I love reading and seeing stats like that. Yeah. Also, if you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do love reading them. And like and subscribe if you would like. Share it with a knitting friend that also likes knitting podcasts if you would like. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.